Well, I loved working with her. You know, we were good partners. We really enjoyed our scenes. We always wished we'd had more. And that's why I say I missed her so much when she left. Yes, because that was another partner gone. You need partners. She was a very kind woman, and she, particularly if anybody was ill, she was wonderful and always rushing around finding doctors, treatments, and she was always giving you unexpected presents. She gave me some red shoes, Dorothy shoes, you know, from the Wizard of Oz.
It's always been a very close cast, and Wendy was, yeah, she was that sort of figure. I mean, when I was 16, I was sleeping on the floor because I hadn't got round to buying a bed. Wendy got wind of that and promptly marched me off down to John Lewis's in Brent Cross and made me buy a bed. Because I was under 18, I couldn't sign any of the credit agreements because I wasn't earning a great deal of money back then. And Wendy said, no problem, I'll do it for you. I'll take out the hire purchase. Well, when it got to the bit where the assistant had to ask her date of birth, she got a chequebook out.
She was quite good at sending quite filthy texts and things like that, and just little winding you up and stuff like that. And you know, I can't remember. I probably couldn't even say what the last one said, but that's why it's come as a shock, isn't it?
Yes. Well, I didn't expect it at all. We corresponded, and my last letter to her, I said, let's get together when the weather's warmer outside so that we can have a cigarette.
I mean, I can actually remember the first time I saw her, which was Television Centre back in 1984, because we were both getting the shuttle bus up to Elstree for the first press day. And all I could think was, I'm working with Miss Brahms. She was just great.
I'd known Wendy for 40 years. We first worked together as young people in Granada Television. I can't remember the name of the programme now, but we all did a lot of television in those days. And that's when we first came across each other. And of course, Wendy then was, I suppose, your typical Dolly Bird, as 'twere, on television. And sadly, like a lot of young ladies, she got lumbered with that image. But she overcame that because she was a very good actress. And it was a joy to come up against her again, work-wise, in Are You Being Served, where we had 8 very happy years together. And I know everyone else in the cast, those of us that are still with us, would have said the same thing. Wendy, she had a wonderful sense of humour, and could be quite wicked and very dry and quite acerbic. But she was a lot of fun to work with, and we giggled an awful lot together in the course of making the programmes.